Alright, so here we go. We got the trailer packed up, ready to head out on the Mojave Road. We got our food back here, got the water tank loaded up, and as you can see, it's a little wet outside, but it's going to be a fun trip, so here we go. Here we made our way through the rest of Arizona to the Southern California and Nevada border, where we meet the rest of the crew at the Avi Casino. Once everybody arrived and was fueled up, we prepared for the day by airing down our tires. So probably we will at the very front of the trail. We'll probably get him up a ways and we'll do a drive-by on him and then let him go so we get the front. So we'll try, but I'm not going to make this a, something we're chasing that around on. That's what we got. Everybody's got the air down and let's rock and roll. After a brief meeting to make sure everybody was on the same page and all the communications were set, we made our way to the beginning of the Mojave Road. Bridge over, see all that snow? That's where we're going to be on that other side over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we're going to be 2,000 feet higher than we are.
Okay. I might be glad I had that firewood, huh?
I think you're really right. Really good. Really good.
Penny can. This is the penny can tree.
Penny can tree. All the little things on the. I forgot my little bobbleheads and everything. You collect those through the year and then.
Yeah, I forgot my rock. I was gonna bring my rock from home and forgot it.
Be my center console. I have to have a rock in there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of pebbles.
Right.
All right, turn around, guys.
I always like to see if I can get the water to get to the back of the Jeep.
Whoa! Oh,
man.
You missed the good part.
Gotta be faster.
There's a little bit of a downhill on that one.
Yeah. I got on it. I was like, Dave knows I don't like this.
Yeah.
My Jeep's going one way, the trailer's leaving the other.
Pucker. After stopping briefly at the penny can tree, we made our way to our campsite for the night. On the way, we made sure that we had a little bit of fun. Also along the way was easily the most technical part of the trail that we tackled on this trip.
After about another half hour of driving, we arrived at our campsite that was nestled at just over 5,100 feet at the base of Pinto Mountain. We enjoyed a beautiful sunset, and we prepared for a very cold night.
Those areas which they're called designated black sky area or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is obviously
This is obviously one, yeah. Yeah.
I got a little tiny squirt this morning, and then that was it.
That's what I got last night.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere.
Pushed on, freeze my water lines. I had it on earlier, but I didn't have it. I just turned it on again now.
Okay, yeah. So I just turned mine on now too. And ran slow for just a little bit and then it started running.
I could hear it starting to try, and I just turned it off. I said, "I'll just run the hot water heater for a while."
Warm up for a minute.
See all the mountain lines and just the stars. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, even though I was cold, I ended up getting in the Jeep when I turned the Jeep on. It got warm a little bit, you know. My wife got mad at me. But yeah, it was beautiful.
Once we all woke up and warmed up, coffee and breakfast was made to start out the beginning of a long day ahead. After breakfast, Dave and Al took to the maps to discuss the best route and timeline for the day.
Yeah, well, I'm 23,074, so that's pretty close to where we are west.
Okay, oh, the second
The cattle guy.
Hey, there we are.
Hey,
Cedar Canyon Road, Stan. So, and page 90. So today we're gonna go, we've got just about 30 miles to run today instead of 50 yesterday.
Nice.
So there are a number of neat points of interest across the way that we're gonna stop at and hopefully be able to pull into the lava beds maybe an hour and a half earlier than we did today. Allow us to get set up, get the campfire area set up, get all the, this is Saturday night feast night.
yeah.
So, but that's all. That's what we got today. I think it should be cool. That was nice last night.
Yeah. Brisk.
It was nice this morning. Right now, wow, last night was fine.
Right now. But last night at 2:30 in the morning, not so much. But it's beautiful out here,
Yeah.
you can tell.
Once the group was briefed on the day ahead, we packed up camp and made our way back to the Mojave Road. Along the way to the next stop, we went through the Valley of Whoops, as Dave likes to call it. Just to give you some perspective, here's an unedited clip to show you just how bouncy it really was. You get the point. Our next stop was the Mojave Road mailbox. Here, Bud made sure to sign the book, and Joyce made sure to leave a frog.
Frog's head bobbing.
Also along the way, we spotted a remnant from last year's trip. Next up was the lava tubes. Bud, Craig, and Dan ventured down into the tubes to check out this amazing natural formation. This cave was formed thousands of years ago by molten lava flowing through it. The The cave is about 3 feet tall at its lowest point, but also about 10 feet wide, so navigation is rather easy. After the lava tubes, we continued on to our campsite, which was located in the lava fields, and saw some other campers along the way. After finding our destination and setting up camp, it was time to enjoy a nice meal, a campfire, and of course some cold beer.
Let's call it up. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
That's the teeth sticker.
The barbecue sticker tag there and the turtleback sticker on top on one.
And we have more stickers, and I have chapstick. It's actually really good chapstick.
I want more stickers though. Turtleback stickers.
Okay, we got those. Oops.
Don't
want
fall
some
over my holding
You have
waxy
some?
products.
Here, have a chapstick. It's actually really good. They came from the furthest away, and you know, who's had their trailer the longest, who's had it the least amount of time. So everybody gets a prize with me.
Keep it simple, right?
Yep.
I'm like, all right, so I tattooed his table for him. And then I walk out here this morning, I don't remember this thing being this bad last night. But I guess now I went from a funny table tattoo to a new table.
I put Mr. Buddy heater over there so I could warm my hands. I couldn't feel my fingers.
It's alright, you got 10 of them.
Okay, good. I'm glad somebody's counting.
Well, he probably was sleeping with boots turning over in the sleeping bag. You keep getting caught.
How'd you guys sleep? Like a baby?
This is the useless that is the sport. The sport is the El Camino of camping equipment.
For washing, put it in the bag, take it home.
We got a 100% chance of rain Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so
Nice.
I got a 30-mile commute to work, so back and forth for 2 or 3 days, and gotta be home.
Where do you live?
I live in Auburn, but my shop's in Sacramento.
Of course, the day started with the two most important things: breakfast and coffee. After some light packing, Dave had a rather unorthodox way to lighten his trailer for the ride home.
Yeah, just kind of keep it clean. It's about 20 gallons of water, I might as well just use it. I have a real aversion to public speaking. So anyway, we made it through. I just thank you guys for coming out to the 3rd annual. It was, for some of us, it was a good challenge. And it was nice to have a couple of people with kind of new trailers to shake them down here. So it was good. This was a unique year this year with the weather. But it was really cool. No pun intended. And we're looking forward to next year, and I just thank you guys for coming along.
Well, thank you for hosting. It was a great trip. It was my first time with your group, and I had a great time. Thank you.
Yeah, it was an awesome trip.
Yeah, I started this all off to build in trailers and to get my kids out camping, and then the business took over. So,
That's a good business.
So a few times a year I get to get out, but it's the community is really the key to it all for me, because that's what it's all about. So, anyway,
Well, you built a hell of a trailer, because I'm surprised it went and followed that Jeep everywhere we went. There were some things I was not, didn't rely on it, but it got
didn't
through
know
it.
if the Jeep was going to get there.
Right, exactly.
After a brief wrap-up meeting, it was time for everybody to exchange numbers and say their final goodbyes.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you so much for all
I was
the
gonna say, if we get the date there, you don't feel like I just remember I might have some safety wire.
I'm 70.
Well, that was the other thing. I have some safety wire.
I can do this. I'll be a snowbird.
Thank you so much.
You too.
Thank
And
you.
here's my phone number.
Thank you so much.
You're
You
welcome.
ladies have truly opened my eyes to this.
And with that, we came to the end of the Mojave Road. This trip was an absolute blast and incredible for everybody involved. It's always amazing to get together with people from different backgrounds and really get to know them. I just want to take this time to thank everyone who made this trip possible, and I hope to see you again